El Nacional, citing unnamed sources, reports that FC Barcelona head coach Hansi Flick wants his present team to sign Bayern Munich star Jamal Musiala. Musiala was under Flick's management in Bavaria, and in 2020, at the age of 17 years and 115 days, he made his senior professional debut for the Bundesliga's top team. His lone appearance of the 2019-2020 season, which resulted in a treble for Flick and company, came against Freiburg. However, with 37 appearances across all competitions the following season, the now 21-year-old was given more of a spotlight by the former manager of the German national team. He is well known for being an admirer of the prodigy who spent a large portion of his early years in England, and he escorted Musiala to his first World Cup in Qatar in late 2022. The next time Musiala plays in the FIFA International Tournament, which is scheduled to take place in the United States, Canada, and Mexico in 2026, he will be a star for Barcelona if Flick has anything to do with it, assuming the information that El Nacional reported is true. Musiala's contract at the Allianz Arena expires on June 30 of that year, so if he doesn't renew, Bayern's chances of collecting money off of him will end the summer after that. Goal claimed that Musiala's recent remarks have alerted Manchester City and other teams on the long list of teams interested in him. "I'm very happy at FC Bayern and fully focused on our goals," he said to Welt am Sonntag. "Playing abroad like Real Madrid number 5 Jude Bellingham? I'm not thinking about where I will be in 5 years. Things can always change quickly in the world of football," Musiala continued. In light of this, it is rumored that Joan Laporta, the president of Barcelona, is prepared to offer over $110 million, €100 million, for one of the game's most promising prospects. It's another matter entirely where the cash-strapped Catalans could be able to obtain such money. They were able to pay somewhat more than half of that sum for Dani Olmo from RB Leipzig during the most recent transfer window, but they were unable to get an additional $68.4 million, €62 million, to activate Nico Williams' athletic club release clause. But in 9 months, when Barca may have inked a new deal with jersey sponsor Nike and may also make significant sales in front of 2025 to 2026, things might be different. Second news IA that rumor has it that FC Barcelona is thinking about bringing back a former Lionel Messi era star. Both Mundo Deportivo and Sport reported this information using unnamed sources. Oscar Mingueza joined Barca B after graduating from the La Masia Academy in 2018. A few years later, he made his first team debut under Ronald Koeman, substituting for an injured Gerard Pique in a 4-0 Champions League group stage victory over Dynamo Kiev. A few days later, Mingueza made his La Liga debut. During the 2020-2021 season, which turned out to be Messi's final at Camp Nou, Mingueza made 39 appearances. In the El Clásico the next season, Mingueza scored again against fierce rivals Real Madrid. However, under Koeman's successor, Mingueza played less for Xavi Hernandez and was moved to Celta Vigo for an estimated $3.3 million, €3 million, in the summer of 2022. In 2024, the right-back, who can also play in the center of the defense, returns to the Spanish national team and is regarded as one of the best in his position among top-flight players in the country, including Dani Carvajal. Former Team Barca, which still has a natural at the position save for 18-year-old Hector Fort, has taken notice of his excellent form. While Jules Kounde still plays there out of position, he would much rather line up next to Pau Cubarsí or Ronald Araujo. The Catalans were smart to add a buyback option for Mingueza when they sold him to Celta, their Galician rivals, according to Mundo Deportivo. If exercised, the option could be worth $10 million, €9 million. The option may be used as long as Mingueza is bound by a contract that ends in the middle of 2026. Furthermore, the 25-year-old's release clause is set at $22 million, €20 million, and Barca will gain 50% of any future sales of the player. The Blaugrana have found success with this arrangement in recent years, as seen by the transfers of defenders Chadi Riyad and Jean-Claire Todibo to clubs in France and Spain, respectively, before they were acquired by wealthy Premier League teams.